Hello everybody, it is Badger Wild and we are back with another Space Engineers tips video. This time we are doing a tips video in which I show you guys how to deal with interior turrets and give you a few tips on how to defend yourself against this type of assault. Now, this is not going to be on how to get onto a ship. That is very simple. I may do a separate video on that later where I show you a couple of ways of getting close to a ship without actually getting close, without actually exposing yourself. But what we're doing right now is we're going to be showing you guys how to get past interior turrets when you're inside and have very little wiggle room. So without further ado, let's get started. So you can see here I am on a base. I am basically inside of a position and it is time to get through here. But as you see through the door here, if I can do this, you can see we have an interior turret on the other side. If I had this door open, I'm going to be dead in a few minutes. Oh, whoops, I'm in the door. So, here's the problem. If I run through the door, I am going to be caught and I'm going to be killed almost immediately. But this can be beaten very easily with just a couple steel plates in your inventory. Now, I am in creative mode, but the steel armor panel, this is going to be your new best friend. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go down to probably a half block is what we're going to need. Now, the best part about the blocks being using them inside here is whether you have, I think it's T activated. T will cause it to go different directions no matter what happens. So if you turn T off, this thing will be consistent. No matter where you go, no matter where you put it in the ship, it's going to be consistent. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to slap one right there. And this is an old school arc technique called sandbagging. Now this will work. I know I'm in creative right now and you guys are seeing this being put in here fully welded. It does not have to be fully welded. You can put these down, look right through the grids, and you'll be protected from the turrets almost immediately. So you're inside, hit this button. We see our turret there on the other side. We need to put a new one. This is why the half block is so effective. You now set that one in place. Oop. It saw us and it tried to shoot. So we're going to slap another block right here in the halfway point. And we are ultimately getting closer to this turret. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, we're going to slap a wall here. And because I know where this one's at, I'm going to show you. We're going to swap this block to this side on the opposite end here. That'll give us a 2-point. We run through and we're up close and personal. Now I'm going to crouch down here real good until I can just see this guy. See, he can't see me. And the turret is defeated without getting shot up. That's about how simple it is. You just simply lay down a couple of quick blocks. These are just simple barricades. Like I said, it's called sandbagging. We used to do this back in Ark with thatch. You take one little piece of thatch and you just keep throwing thatch out in front of you until you created a barrier and you snuck up to it and you kept adding thatch barriers or packages until you get up to it. Eventually, Ark Wildcard patched this concept, but Space Engineers, it is an option because it is called engineering. We are engineering our way around the problem. We have found a simple solution to a complex security device. Anyway, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We now have access to the other area here. Also, before I go, this also works in the halfway point. So if you wanted to go over here real quick, just shove that in place. And we'll take a second here just to cut this down, because this will get us to the outside, obviously. But we cut this down real quick so you guys can see that even then, it's just a simple fact of cutting this thing down. But even at like low stages, like if you were to lay it down like this and just have just the paneling, the gridding, you would still be able to see this. This is what you'd be setting down. But you wouldn't have to worry about this thing shooting through. Because as far as the computer is concerned, or the programming for the turret is concerned, this is a physical barrier. And it's not going to shoot if there's a physical barrier. Otherwise, you'll just sit there and just keep healing up the barrier and it'll just keep eating through the barrier. So yeah, you can use this to open up doors, make sure you're just not getting shot at. It's also a good idea for when you're dealing with other troops or stuff. If you want to put up some defenses, you can see through the door, but you probably won't see that panel. So you could start boarding up areas, and so when somebody opens the door, they come running smack into a wall, and they're like, wait, what? And then you just got a quick way to just shoot. They can't engage. They can't push. You can fall back, attack at your leisure. They've got to deal with this barrier before they can get to you. Anyway, folks, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And hope you enjoyed this method of defeating a interior turret system. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I am Badger Wild, saying stay safe, stay frosty. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.